Hate to break it to you, but despite your best efforts, you've more than likely done something illegal. Intentional or not, singing happy birthday, sharing passwords, and jaywalking are all technically illegal, so you've probably committed at least one of these illegal things every day. Happy Birthday is the most recognizable song in the English language, according to Guinness World Records. But due to copyright over the song, it was technically illegal to sing it in a recording or a video. While Patty and Mildred Hill's copyright claim over the song expired in 2016, you might have noticed that Happy Birthday isn't sung in full or properly in any kind of media, and it's for that reason. So I hate to break it to you, but that video of you singing during your third birthday, it's a criminal offense. Just try not to make any money off of it. Are you crossing the street not following the street signs? Sorry, you're breaking the law. How dare you commit such a heinous act? It depends where in the world you are when you perform this dastardly deed. As in Los Angeles in particular, they make a ton of money in revenue each year due to these infractions. Regardless of where you are, look both ways before you cross. And try to at least make sure that you're crossing in a safe area, or your actions might lead to something more severe than a fine. No, those street signs with the numbers on them aren't suggestions, they're the law. And going over by even the most minuscule amount is still technically illegal. And don't be too careful, because driving under the limit is also an offense. So not to make you neurotic, but you better be precise when you're driving. Or you can not be neurotic and just make sure to stay at a healthy speed that is close enough to a limit that doesn't endanger yourself or anybody else. That's a crazy thought, isn't it? But some people seem to not follow it, which is super annoying. I understand not wanting to give a website your proper information. I mean, who knows what they'll do with it. But the scary thing you might not have realized, it's actually against the law. According to the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, using any kind of incorrect information intentionally is punishable by law. And that's exactly what happened to a prison guard in Long Island when he created a fake Facebook account for his boss. So I understand signing your friends up for a whole bunch of mailing letters as a fun prank, but make sure you do it legally, or in a way that you won't get caught. This one might be specific on where you live, but it doesn't make it any less weird. If you're a resident of Pennington, British Columbia, Canada, you no longer have the ability to sit down on the sidewalk. Not only do these laws ban people from sitting on sidewalks, but it also forbids anyone from gathering in a large group outside of a store. While the bylaw has faced criticism due to its effect on those living without a place of residence, Pennington isn't the first city in BC to pass the law, as in 2016, Kelowna instituted something similar. So find a bench, or just keep moving, I guess. Here's something that I hope you don't do, but if I were to play a game of averages, I'd say at least one person watching this video has littered today. And I promise you, it wasn't me. While the fees may vary from place to place, and most places pay no attention to it, can be fined upwards of $50,000 for littering over here in the Great White North. I personally hate littering. I mean, think of the animals. And if you do it regularly, shame on you. But I know you've done it, and I'm disappointed in you. Companies like Netflix have done everything in their power to get you from sharing your passwords. But if you decided to let your buddy use your login instead of having them pay for it, you're actually breaking the law. It's considered a federal crime to share your passwords for subscription services, but something tells me it's not enforced as severely as the law wants you to believe. Speaking of using things that aren't necessarily yours, did you know that it's illegal to use public Wi-Fi? Unless they're offering it to you, piggybacking is a crime in many states, punishable by fines and even jail time in extreme cases. For example, in Sparta, Michigan, a man was arrested for checking his email from his car using a cafe's Wi-Fi, and was eventually charged a $400 fine and 40 hours of community service. And if you think that doesn't apply to you using your neighbor's Wi-Fi because you forgot to pay for yours, that also applies. Unfortunately. I totally understand being hungry when you're shopping for food. I mean, the thing you're going to eat is right in front of your face. Who cares if you take a grape before buying or a sip from your drink? The law cares. That's who. As long as you're not shoplifting, which I hope none of you are doing, nobody really cares about this so long as you pay. Think of it as a kind of food-related fitting room. But you can't leave the store without paying for your clothes, and the same goes for your food. And don't be that person who takes a bite and puts it back. If you are that person, you're nasty. You're hanging out with your buddies and trying to figure out what to do. One of your friends suggests a game of poker, and you all oblige. After a while, the game gets serious, and some significant money gets thrown into the pot. As you're getting ready to deal the final hand, bang, your door flies open, cops swarm you, and you're all arrested. You committed a dastardly deed, which according to the Illegal Gambling Act of 1970, prohibits single-day gambling with a revenue of $2,000 or more. So be aware next time you go all in. And no, the cops aren't actually going to bust down your door for doing all of that. Unless. That's our list of 10 illegal things you do every day. Which of these shocked you the most, and which have you committed? You don't have to tell me, but let us know in the comments. And unless I've been charged for making Facebook videos, I'll see you in the next one.